A new year is full of surprises, but one thing is always predictable. Postage costs go up. Stamps.com gives you crazy discounts of up to 89% off USPS and UPS services. So when postage goes up, your business will barely notice the change. Stamps.com is like your own personal post office, wherever you are. You can even take care of orders on the go with the mobile app. No lines, no traffic, no waiting. Schedule package pickups, automatically find the cheapest and fastest shipping options, and seamlessly connect with every major marketplace and shopping cart. There's even a supply store where you can stock up on mailing supplies, labels, even printers. Stamps.com has been indispensable for over 1 million businesses just like yours. All you need is a computer or phone and printer. Take a chunk out of your mailing and shipping costs this year with Stamps.com. Sign up with promo code PROGRAM for a special offer that includes a 4-week trial, plus free postage and a free digital scale. No long-term commitments or contracts. That's Stamps.com code PROGRAM. Every year, one thing is always predictable. Postage costs go up. Stamps.com gives you crazy discounts of up to 89% off USPS and UPS services, so your business will barely notice the change. Stamps.com has been indispensable for over 1 million businesses just like yours. It's like your own personal post office. No lines, no traffic, no waiting. Sign up with promo code PROGRAM for a 4-week trial plus free postage and a free digital scale. No long-term commitments or contracts. That's Stamps.com code PROGRAM.
Hey everyone, welcome to my Plus Size Grandma Reality Show podcast. I'm Coco. What y'all up to? What are y'all doing? Now I don't always pull out the hand clap like that. I really don't. But I felt like tonight is going to be special for us because I want to do something that I have not ever done on this show, and that is answer random questions. And these are icebreaker questions. I'm nervous because I don't know which questions I'm going to ask yet. I have not read over the questions. So I'm just here going to throw it out. And let's see. Y'all know what I got to do. I'm just going to throw in the questions out there and I'm going to answer them. And I've got exactly... what time is it? I've got 15 minutes to get these questions answered. Okay, maybe I'm doing the most tonight, okay, with these side effects. Okay, let me stop. Let's get on into the questions, because if I can get more than 20 answered, I want to do more than 20. But for right now, that's my goal. My goal is to try to get 20 questions answered. And these are random questions that you would usually ask your friend. But I'm asking myself. All right, so let's go. If you could be any age for the rest of your life, which would you choose? My answer for that is I would choose to be 39 years old. And the reason why I choose 39 is because when I was in my 20s, I was wild and foolish. When I was in my early 30s, I was wild and foolish. But after 35, by the time I got 39, I learned some common sense. I got my wisdom. Once I was right ready to hit 40, and I got my maturity, my womanhood maturity. I'm talking about to the point where I knew I was that woman. Okay, so 39. Next question. What's your favorite animal? Panda bear. You ain't got to ask me twice. I love panda bears. I used to have a collection of watches that were nothing but panda bears. I recently just released a panda bear journal. You can go find it on Amazon underneath Jamie Bowden. Okay. Which celebrity would you choose for your best friend? Well, the celebrity herself, I don't know how she act. But if I was to choose a celebrity character, I would like to have either Sandra Bullock or ding, 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 ding. I'm going to go with Sandra Bullock as if I could choose a movie character, because for a celebrity character who I'd like to have as my best friend, I really don't have one like that off the top of my head because all of them are so different from the characters. But I would say the character on Net and her Miss Congeniality. That's the character I would like to be friends with. Okay, next question is, if you could only wear one color for the rest of your life, which one would you choose? Why you do me like that? If I could only wear one color for the rest of my life, it would be fuchsia. You know, that bright looking pink, but it's not really bright and it's not really dark, but it's a just right pink. And if you wear the right kind of earrings with it, that it really makes you, if you have my kind of complexion, it makes it really pretty, and it makes you look cool and comfortable during the spring, summer, and it makes you look warm and cozy during the fall and winter months. All right. What's your favorite memory? It says, now the question says of us. So I'm going to insert somebody in there, and I'm going to say, what's my favorite memory of, I'm going to say, what's my favorite childhood memory? My favorite childhood memory is playing in the dirt, playing in the sand, just making, playing under the apple tree in the dirt. That's my favorite childhood memory. And that's my favorite memory of us, which would be my siblings, is playing underneath the apple tree that Mama and Daddy planted, and they grew themselves. And it was a big old apple tree. All the neighborhood kids used to come down, and they would get apples off the tree, and we would enjoy each other, throwing them at each other, running each other off, all kind of good stuff. Okay. What's next? What does your perfect day look like? Oh man, that is so easy, and I take it as ultimate as possible, and I don't take it for granted. My favorite day would be sitting at the lake, Aberdeen Lake, nice picnic, somebody good to talk with, just enjoying the scenery of the lake, and being up under my favorite tree. That tree that's at that lake, that's like my favorite. Like, I don't care what I'm going through. I get to that tree. If I could just make it to that tree and put my arms around that tree, it's like I've released all the tension, all the bad that had built up. It's all gone the moment I see and touch that tree. Okay. Next question. This is actually number... Oh, did I finish answering that? So that's what my perfect day would be, is sitting at that tree. Why are turtles green? I think so that they can hide from predators. Not sure. But I would think it's so that they can hide, like their color just keeps them camouflaged. What's the best way to waste time? Oh, that's easy. On your phone. I do it every day. On the phone. The phone is the best way to waste time. Or get with a what? Get with a guy who is a waste of time. And that's a good way to waste time too. A guy who just ain't got no intentions on committing or getting to know you really well. That's a big waste of time. I call them WOTs. Waste of time. All right. What is your go-to shower song to sing? Borderline by Madonna. Something in your eyes is making such a fool of me. And also, that's one of my favorite songs to play on bass guitar. So it would be Madonna. What is the worst food of all time? Oh my goodness. Is there a food that I actually don't like? I had something the other day, and that's the first time I said I don't like this food. And I can't remember what it was. I really don't have a food that I don't like. Oh, no. I actually like that. I just didn't like the way the people cooked it. I don't have a food that I don't like. I'm that type of person. Like, I want to try everything. And if I don't like it, I'm going to find a way to get to where I do like it. So I really don't have a type of food that I don't like. Next question, please. Number 11. Do you have a go-to karaoke song? Yes! I sing it every night. Actually, I have two of them. The first one is Leona Lewis. It's gonna heal. I can't even think of how to sing it now. It'll all get better in time. That's one of them. And my all-time go-to is Chaka Khan. Through the fire, to the limit, to the phone. That song right there, that's my karaoke song. Like, I will strain my vocals trying to reach those heights of her vocals to get that song out. Okay, what's your favorite place to visit? Now listen, don't beat me up, North Carolinians. Listen, I like visiting Myrtle Beach. North Myrtle Beach was like the most beautiful place that I had been to in a long time. It was so beautiful down there last time I went, and that's where I like going, to Myrtle Beach. If it's north or south, I just like Myrtle Beach. And I haven't got there yet. Next question. This is number 13. When do you feel the most stressed? Oh my goodness. I would say when I feel the most stressed is when somebody comes unexpected and I don't have my hair done. Or when somebody just shows up unexpectedly and I'm like sitting in my everyday clothes and I haven't really got myself ready for the day because I'm like not used to people coming to my house. It's that. And I'll tell you who gets me every time. Jehovah's Witnesses. They come and I'm not rude or anything, but they get me every time they do that. And I feel a little stressed because I don't know they coming. And so I don't get to prepare myself. And I'm not one of them that just sits around dressed up. I am what I am, but I don't like people to see me sometimes how I am. Because when I go in public, I have a way that I want to look. And that's not here. So that's when I get stressed. When people pop up on me and it's like totally out of the blue. And I'm not talking about like my close family members. I'm talking about like, they're not strangers, but they're not close family members either. Okay, let's go on. Next question. What's your go-to breakfast order? Bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit combo from, which one's got the little circles? The little circle hash browns. Oh my goodness. Any restaurant. Okay, McDonald's has my favorite bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit combo. However, it's been laid on my heart to try Hardee's out one. No, it's not lit on my heart. But I do want to try Hardee's out one day and see what that's going to be like. Because I haven't had Hardee's bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit since I was pregnant with my daughter Jessica. And that was like 30 years ago. So Hardee's, I owe you a visit. Let's see. What's your favorite way to exercise? Oh, I love jumping. Look. A long time ago, I used to do this thing at hotels. I would go to the hotels and I would rent rooms sometimes, and I wasn't heavy as I am now. Of course not. But I love jumping on the beds. That's what I would do. I would jump on the beds. Jumping is my favorite form of exercise. Jump rope is my favorite exercise. And even though I can't do it, it's still my favorite. Yep, it sure is. All right. What's your favorite playlist? Oh, I just told you. Okay, my favorite playlist. This is my playlist, y'all. Let me see if I can get 6 songs out of me. What I like to play, and this is my go-to playlist, like every night or whenever I'm really wanting to get in that mood. It's a mixture between gospel and a mixture between R&B. First, I start out with Johnny Gill, Fair Weather Friend. Then I may go to Freddie Jackson with You Are My Lady. Then I'm going to go to James Ingram. I can listen to the whole thing of James Ingram like a whole day. I go to James Ingram with Baby Come to Me. You know I love you. No, that's the wrong one. Baby Come to Me. But you know what I'm talking about. Baby Come to Me. And then it's Madonna. It's Bonita. That song right there. I fell in love with Sonedo. Yes, I love that song. Then you got Borderline. And then I have Shaka Khan, Through the Fire. And then I have Through the Fire, to the limit, to the bone. For the chance to be with you, I gladly risk it all. Yeah, I be all dramatic with it, just like that. Whoo, I love that song. So, after her, Leona Lewis, Better in Time. Better in Time is actually my anthem for You Hurt Me, but dude, I'm getting back up. You hurt me, and whatever I went through with you, it's going to get better in time for me. I'm getting back up. Oh my goodness, 15 minutes is almost up. Okay, let's go. Do I have another song? Oh yeah, Jodeci, Forever My Lady, and I'll Cry For You. Let's move on. We're almost down to the 20 questions. What was the best gift you ever received? Oh, I looked at it last night. I brought it in here last night. My granddaughter brought this jewelry box that my aunt had gave me. It came from Germany. And it's this big box. We call it Nathaniel's box. And inside of this box is a collector of things that my dad may have gave me or family members may have gave me. And he gave me a jewelry box like 2 years before he died. That would be my favorite gift, was from him. And everyone that's ever gave me gifts, I love y'all gifts too. But my dad gone, and that gift, it's meant a lot to me at that time, and it still does. Okay, I gotta keep going. Our 15 minutes is up, y'all. Okay, so what if it's up? We're gonna keep going. This is just too juicy not to. Well, we did get in 17 questions, so I did pretty good. What makes you the most angry? What makes me the most angry, I would say, is injustice. People who get treated the same, don't have equal rights as we should have. That's what makes me mad. Social, economic injustice. Yeah, that's what makes me mad. It makes me angry because it's a great deal of us out here who see exactly what's going on, and yet so many turn their eyes to what's going on. And at times it can make me angry to the point where I want to do something, but it's a way to do it without getting in trouble. So, yeah, that's what gets to me. Okay, so let's go to what would happen. Number 19 on the list. What's your favorite nickname you've been given? Of course, Coco. Coco is my favorite nickname. Let me tell you a story of how I got it. My little niece, which is AKA my granddaughter, she gave me that name when she was probably about 2 or 3 years old. One day she spent the night with me, and she was always used to me giving her cocoa with marshmallows. And so one day she came up with her mama, and I didn't have no cocoa fix that day. And so she kept saying Coco. So it got where every time when she would come visit me, she would call me Coco, and that's how I got my nickname Coco. And that's why I still love that nickname, and I go by it right now. That's my stage radio name, and that's what I just told y'all I was, Miss Coco Bowden. So that's how it came. Now, the 20th question is, what is something you can't give up? That's personal. I can't tell that is. That's like one of those things you want to hush on or skip over that question. Can I pass that question? I can't answer that for y'all right now, because right now, the truth of the matter of that, but I can give y'all maybe something else. I can't give you the first answer that I would actually say if this wasn't public, but I'll give you something. What's been hard to give up here is sweets. That's been hard to get up. Little Debbie cakes, I would say, are the worst. It's like I got an addiction or something. They are just the worst. Every day, I need a box to come in at least, even if I don't give her 1 or 2 of the cakes. I need to at least see the box. I got to break that addiction. That was sad, wasn't it? Number 21. What's the best part of your day? Waking up and being thankful. That's always the best part of my day. When I wake up and I sit on the side of that bed and both my feet touch that floor, that's the best part of my day. I know God done took care of me through the night. Do you have a favorite weekend activity? Yeah, rest, sleep. That's my time that I can just sit back. I ain't got to worry about granddaughters going to school, games, or, just doing a lot of stuff. I just take that time and relax and just enjoy my afternoon and my mornings. 23. What's something about me that annoys you? Well, I'm going to say, what's something about me that annoys me? I'm going to redirect that question to me. What about me annoys me? That sometimes I don't speak up for myself, and sometimes I'm easily shut down, and that sometimes I feel guilty when I don't have a reason to feel guilty for something that I did. What annoys me is how trauma can just really shut a person down, and yeah, that's what annoys me about me, is that every time I think that I'm done with this trauma thing, it's like something else comes along. So that's annoying. All right, 24. Do you think money brings happiness? Heck yeah, it does. But it don't last. It brings it. You're happy for the moment, so enjoy the moment. It's yours. Enjoy it. All right, 25. Do you cry easily? Yeah, I do. I do cry easily. Like I used to get called and teased about being weeping wonder. I used to be a weeping wonder. Like somebody died, oh my goodness, all I had to do was hear somebody, all somebody had to do was make a facial expression like they fixing to say somebody died, and there I was crying, full blown out crying, flow tears and all, big snots and all coming out. Just boo-hooing. Even for strangers. Like, I just cried. Sometimes all the person had to do was just say something to me and I start crying. And I used to hate that. I cry so easily. But then I started appreciating it when I found out there were some people that can't cry. So I appreciate that now. 27. What street did you grow up on? We're going to pass that because y'all don't need to know that. 28. Hiking or video games? Hiking. If I could hike, I would hike. 29. If you could design a video game about anything, what topic would you choose? Ooh. If I could design a video game about anything, I would choose, I don't want to do mental health. I would like to actually have it be a game. I would choose a dating game. I sure would. I would design a dating game so that we can weed out the Watts that we talked about earlier. Next. Number 30. What's something you're really good at? Talking. Listening. Talking and listening. Listening and talking. 31. If you could describe our friendship in 3 words, what would they be? So I'm going to redirect that to me. If I could describe me and how I treat me and how I am a friend to me in 3 words, how would that be? It would be, I love myself, I'm kind to myself, and I'm strong for myself. I'm strong for myself. And I'll just throw a 4th one in there that is above all. I believe God for myself. Nobody ain't got to tell me. I believe him for myself. Okay. Let's see, where we at? 32. Are you adventurous? Yes, I am, with the right people. If you put me with the right people, I guarantee you, you'll have fun. You'll be like, that girl is crazy. That girl is crazy. Good, wow. With the right people, like you're going to have so much fun. If I'm around bad spirits, when I say bad spirits, I'm talking about when I'm around somebody who got a bad vibe about them and just a real downer, I don't pull that side of me out. It's like in that moment I want to just move away. But yeah, if you get me as a friend and you'll see my adventurous side. Only a few people have seen that side of me that's just wide open, that's not really conserved or anything. It's not really It's not even, it's just when I let go. My adventurous side comes when I let go. And I can only let go when I'm around somebody that I trust. Okay. Number 33. What's your favorite Disney character? Belle. Tell it's old as time. Beauty and the Beast, Belle. True as it can be. Both a little scared, but neither one prepared for Beauty and the Beast. Yep. Belle is my favorite character because she got her man and they ended up changing together. All right. Who would you pay the most money to see in concert? Oh, y'all, she gone. Whitney Houston. I would have loved to have seen Whitney Houston in concert. Like, out of all singers that I know and like, she's like it for me. Like, I have a whole Whitney concert by myself. Pull out my old bass guitar and me and Whitney just have a good time here. 35. Would you rather be in a cartoon or have an artist paint your picture? I'd rather be in a cartoon because I feel like I can do comedy in a certain kind of way. Like, I can change voices. I could, like, whoever I want to be, I can pretty much channel that person, through my talent. I am talented like that. Who is somebody's voice I can do? I think her name is Sophia. The one that used to play on, is it Modern Family or Family something? She's a Hispanic woman. Let's see something she was saying. Tyler, why you do me like that? And I was doing a little bit of Cat Williams the other day. Let me see if I can pull Cat up out of the bag. Man, if you're gonna go ahead and talk like that, then we might as well talk for real. Because, I'm a genius. What's something Cat Williams would say? Oh no. Cat Williams, he's dirty, but yeah, pretty much. I'll practice it, go over it, and then I can come back and I can give it back to you. All right, let's do this one. And a lot of all rights tonight, but that's okay. 36. Would you rather be a musician or a movie star? I would rather be a musician because I love music, and I do believe that music can take you places that, well, being a movie star can too, but musician. 37.
Introducing Allbirds' new Wool Runner 2, redesigned to redefine comfort. Extra cushioning offers a plush ride, and premium materials deliver a cozy fit. Go to allbirds.com and use code FRESH24 for a free pair of socks with purchase today. Everybody loves a sequel, especially when it comes to the world's most comfortable shoe. Introducing the Allbirds Wool Runner 2, a next-level revamp of the cult classic. 7 years in the making, it's been completely reimagined for a game-changing fit and feel. With enhanced cushioning and super soft materials, the Wool Runner 2 delivers comfy all-day wear built for bliss. Visit allbirds.com and use code FRESH24 to score a free pair of socks with purchase. That's ALLBIRDS.com, code FRESH24.
What is one thing you think is really overrated? Being famous. Being famous is so overrated. And people think that you need a lot of money to be famous. No, you just need to either be stupid, act stupid. Well, that's what I mean. You need to just be a person who acts stupid, or just be a person who likes being themselves and people just naturally gravitate to you. It's not as hard as people think. You're famous in your own kind of way, and it doesn't always mean that the person has money. So that's what's overrated, is being famous. Because, that's stress. Them people be out there stressing. What's your dream car? A big 2024 Silverado. I want a big truck. I want a big Chevy Silverado. I want to climb up in that big truck. And I want that truck to be black with some chromed out rims. And I want me a little picture on the front that's got my picture that says Miss Coco Bowden. Yep. Personal uniforms are a different outfit every day for work. A different outfit. I would get so bored with uniforms, y'all. I kid you not. I can't do uniforms like that. Now, if I had to do it, I would. But to be honest, I get bored easy, so I would have to. I need to mix things up. Don't give me a uniform. I might not wash it. I might just let it be that, Whew. Yeah, don't give me a uniform. What's your favorite family tradition? Coming together, drinking and eating, and drinking, eating, and just having good family fun, dancing. And when I say drinking, I know people drink alcohol, but I don't drink like that. I might have a glass of wine here and there, but just being married together. Yard party. That's all I gotta say. Yard party to the break of dawn. That's my favorite family tradition. What was your favorite birthday party? The last 3 years has been my favorite birthday party. No, last 4 or 5 years has been my favorite birthday parties that my daughter has given me good birthdays. She always give me good birthdays, celebrating every holiday. So that's been my favorite. What's one thing you would tell your childhood self? Oh my goodness, what would I tell my childhood self? Slow down. Slow down. Be quiet. Stop speaking. You don't know everything. Listen and learn. That's what I would tell my childhood self. Listen, stop, listen, and learn. All right. 43. Board games or puzzles? Board games. 44. If you could get rid of one veggie immediately, which one would you choose? Maybe a rutabaga. A rutabaga? I really think I would choose that, whatever it is. Okay. Who was your favorite teacher and why? Miss Mabry was my favorite teacher because that's where I learned how to spell. That's where I learned how to read. And I love reading. She taught me to love reading. And I thought she always wore the most beautiful pinkish, hot pinkish looking kind of lipstick, like the kind I wear now. I don't know how she did it, but she would wear that and she would always keep her nails painted a hot pink. And to this day, that's my favorite color nail polish is hot pink. So she was my favorite teacher, 3rd grade, Miss Mabry. 46, y'all. What was your favorite toy growing up? Y'all guess. Guess what my favorite toy was. My favorite toy was He-Man. Yes, I love me some He-Man, and I had to rush home after school and try to get the TV, clean the TV before anybody else would, and that's what I would watch, He-Man, and that was my favorite toy. I remember me and one of my schoolmates, he was a boy, because I mostly played with boys a lot when I was a kid, and he was a boy, and we traded toys, and I just bugged him so bad to give me back my He-Man. And I got my He-Man back. And he gave me the little tiger that goes with He-Man. I forgot what the tiger's name was. But he gave me that. And I was so happy. Like, that was it. That was my favorite He-Man. And I love the cartoon. Who was your first celebrity crush? First celebrity crush. I'm going to have to go with... First celebrity crush. I'm going to have to go with Big Daddy Kane. Yeah. Big Daddy Kane had the chocolate back in the day. You hear me? That brother was fine. And then when he come on and he rapped them songs, Treated. No, that's Father MC. Wait a minute. It's still Big Daddy Kane. Because Big Daddy Kane... I started to say treated like they want to be treated. But no, Big Daddy Kane was a fine brother. You hear me? I don't know how he looks now. But them eyes just drew me in every time. Especially on that video he had with Barry White when he said, Baby, all of me. Ba-da-da-da. One song. So that just took me in, that whole video did. Okay, so do we have any more questions? Y'all, that was 47 questions that I answered in 32 minutes. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, I actually do have some more questions here. Okay, y'all, I'm going to do a few more. I just want to do a few more. And when I get to about 12 more minutes, we're going to get off, and that's going to be it. Now, I'm going to take 5 more questions, then I'm going to get off. Okay, what's your idea of a healthy relationship? My idea of a healthy relationship starts out with trust and respect. A man who can trust me, who I can trust, a man who respects me and I can respect him where he's at, and he respect me where I'm at in my life, and it grows into a love, friendship, love. It's got to be love there, and he got to love God. He got to love God too. Because I already know without God, some order, it's just going to be all chaos. So that's my idea of a healthy relationship, is somebody that I can trust. And it ain't about no 50-50 love, by the way. Those of you who live by the 50-50 love thing, okay, that's fine. That's cool. I ain't got nothing against that. If that's how you work, that's how you work. If that's what you like, that's what you like. If you only want somebody giving you 50% of them, cool. If you want to spend the rest of your life saying, okay, it's your turn to pay the bill today, your turn tomorrow, cool. But for me, I want it however God wants it. And I think anytime that you love somebody, you give 100%. That 50-cent mess, y'all gonna be fussing every time it's time to pay a bill. So if that man, if he want to go ahead and pay those bills, and he say, honey, you take your money and you just take care of you with that money, you know, I got these covered, or, you know, if I got it, then he's covered. If we work together as a team, not already split, and I think when you already go for the 50-50, I think you've already split the team up. Honestly do, because when you go to get a divorce, what do they sometimes give? 50-50, 70-30, 60-40. Let's do 100. Let's do what's right. You know, if we supposed to be take care of one another, let's do that. That's a healthy relationship for me, is a mate who I can help. I'm the helpmate. I come to help. You should be already where you trying to go. When you approach me, you should be already, you know, pushing yourself to something greater, because you know you got a great woman coming. That's a healthy relationship for me. Okay, what is something that will immediately ruin your day? Gossip. I can't stand gossip. When I tell you there's something inside my body that goes off, I remember I was around gossip one time, and it was so bad, like I started throwing up. No joke. I started throwing up, and I got really sick from gossip. And my body became really drained out, because it don't talk about people to me. You go tell them. You got something to say, tell them. Okay, let's move on. Do you feel supported? Yeah, sometimes I do. Sometimes I don't. It's just depending on what I'm doing. For the most part, though, whether I'm supported or not, my support comes from God, and along the way He places people. So anytime that I'm falling in life and I'm like, where's my help? Where's my support? I don't get wearied in well doing, because I ain't never seen God forsake me when I needed Him. And anytime I fell down or I got weak in an area, God always sent a stranger, and that stranger would comfort me, and next thing you know, I'll be back up. So support, don't ever worry about where your support coming from. It's most likely gonna come from a stranger. So yeah, I do feel supported. What is your favorite thing to do with another person? Well, if you're talking relationship-wise, I like to dance outside underneath the moonlight on a warm summer night. No music, just our hearts beating. Boom, 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 boom. Y'all, I actually got to do that one time, and that was so breathtaking. Yes, I got to dance out there, and it was, we did a little slow drag dance, and I looked up and winked at God. I said, thank you, Jesus. I gave him the thumb up because it was actually on one of my list of things to do for that summer, and I got to do it. I got the slow drag to no music, just us, just making our own beat and slow dragging. And again, I looked up at God and did that little wink thingy. Thank you, Lord. And that was it. It was so beautiful. It was romantic. See, I like outdoor, really. I really do. I like outdoor. Okay. How many pillows do you sleep with? 1, 2, 3, 4. Originally, I slept with 10 pillows just because I like kicking pillows around. But now I sleep with about 5. It's time to upgrade my pillows, by the way. Okay. Let's see. Do you trust people easily? No, and you shouldn't either. Because you can't just go by how they look or how they talk to you. You really got to examine their motives and actions. So no, I don't trust people easily. If you could have any animal as a pet, what would you choose? Fish. Fish are pets, not food. I don't eat fish. Fish are pets, not food. So I choose fish. Maybe a turtle, but fish. Are you a spiritual person? Very, very. Like, God is the root of me. Like, he's the core of my life. Like, everything that flow out of me, I would be nothing without him. So, yes. Do you believe in monogamy? What is monogamy? Is that where, that you have the same person? I think it is. But, yeah, if that's what that means, yeah. I'll mess with y'all. But what's your favorite thing about yourself? My favorite thing about me is I can overcome anything that I go through. I can overcome. I hurt like anybody else does. I cry easy. I would say I'm easily broken and quickly mended. And the reason why I let myself break easy is because once I break, you're going to get the fight in me. So once that break happens, that's when I turn into the fighter. So yeah, that's what I like about me. I like that I don't give up just because times get hard. I like that I can still love people who hurt me or who don't like me. I still can even help the next man despite what they done to me. And I still can be me. And that's a beautiful thing. It's a lot of people don't like themselves. But that's one of the things that I love about me is that I can be me under any circumstances that I go through. And I can be content with it. All right. Okay. Let's see. So that's my favorite thing I like about me. What do you have any favorite sports? Yes, I do. I actually love football. Pittsburgh Steelers is my team. Although we didn't make the Super Bowl, it's okay, guys. Please try harder next year. I need y'all to work. I need y'all to work. And basketball, I like Miami Heat. And I'm going to tell you one of my favorite sports is skating. I love gymnastics. I love the Olympics. I love track. Man, I like so many sports. Like, I just really not going to do myself justice just to tell you about a few. But I can't go all night about what I like. What's the ultimate comfort food? Popcorn. I love popcorn. You give me some popcorn and some good butter and like a Sprite. That's comfort food to me right there. But it's got to have some butter and it's got to have like something on it. But I would say that's my favorite comfort food. Do you have a favorite class in school? I'm not in school, so I'm not going to worry about that question. But when I was in school, my favorite was science. Yep. Miss Hudson was my science teacher. That's how much I liked it. Yep. And she wore pretty makeup too. What do you wish was a school? Now let's jump this from the school questions. If you could immediately gain one ability, what would it be? To spread more love. If I was to gain the ability to be able to reach people more where they're hurting at, so that they could love and experience life in a better way, so that they wouldn't have to hurt others or feel less than or feel unsupported and unloved, that would be my one gain, is that God would give me the ability and the grace in my body to travel from state to state, town to town, city to city, just giving love out to those who need it the most. All right. Do you like hugs? Yes, I love hugs. Y'all know when the pandemic came, we got depressed because we couldn't hug. Me and my grandbabies, we were so used to hugging each other every day when we see each other. And when we couldn't do it, it made us all depressed. We weren't used to that. Okay. How do you want to be remembered? I want to be remembered as a loving person who would do anything for anybody that was within her means. I want to be remembered for loving God, loving my family. I would like to be remembered for not the works that I've done, but the works that God has done through me. And most of that would be just to lead my life would preach for me, so that it would help to lead others to Christ. That's it. Okay, when do you feel the most secure? All the time. I feel secure all the time. Most days, I'm going to say most days I feel secure all the time. And that's because I do believe in God. Okay. Is that it? Oh, y'all, I think that's it. And it came out right on time. Right at 45 minutes. And I enjoyed doing these questions, y'all. They got deep, didn't they? That last question, though, how do you want to be remembered? That's something to think about. And that's why I want to live my life to the fullest. I don't care. I was looking today, and I showed my sister, I got bruised up a little last night. Got a little roughed up last night, but it's okay. It's okay, I've learned that God will make it happen for me in the right time. And meanwhile, until He does, I'm still going to keep enjoying my life. That's why I'm glad I got a chance to do these random questions, because it gives y'all a little more insight about who I am. And it allows you to realize that I'm just your average woman. Like, I ain't going through no more nor no less of what anybody else is going through. We all going through times and trials and tribulations, and everybody's just getting by the best way they know how. And that's the way I look at it. And that's how I can just still love people regardless. Now, there's one question here that I didn't answer, and I wasn't going to answer it, but I think I will, because it's actually the 47th question. How do you define cheating? Cheating to me is when a man goes and even looks at another woman the wrong way. If he's thought about that woman in his head, about what he can do to that woman, he's already cheated. If he's got a shaboink, just looking at a woman, looking at a magazine, I don't care, porn, whatever. If he's looked outside of his love for me, for somebody to make him feel good, he's already cheated on me. He's already took my 100% away and diminished it down to nothing. Because if I can't make him feel good just being around me, then what am I doing? That's cheating. It may not be physical, but once you've done it in your mind, you've done it. It's emotional. It takes everything from you. Once a man cheats in his mind, or a woman cheats in her mind, it's a done deal. You ain't even going to look at each other the same. And that's how a lot of arguments start. Because you already cheated on me in your mind. If you just look at her and you smile and like, say for instance, It's 3 times stronger with God. So yeah, that's what I define as cheating. You don't need to get caught sleeping with somebody. Just get caught thinking about them. That's all. You don't need to get caught at the hotel. You don't even need to get caught, parked on the street, down a dirt road. You don't need to get caught at the store, at the gas station. You don't need to get caught in somebody's house. If you have done it in your mind, you've already cheated. That's the way I look at cheating. So that's how I define cheating. Now, what would the outcome be of that? Probably no trust. After that, once you start thinking about another woman, I ain't going to trust you. I won't trust you. I'll forgive you, but I won't trust you. From that moment on, my guard goes back up because you're supposed to be my safety. You're supposed to be the man I can come to, the one that we have bonded together with God, that I can trust to take care of me in sickness and in health. We done made a vow. So you're supposed to be my everything. Even God knew that once we got together, that I wouldn't even have much time for him. When I say that, I mean, it's a part in scripture where Apostle Paul talks about, single women, learn as much as you can about God now. Because when you start getting with a man, when you get married and you start taking on all these duties and roles, you're going to find it hard to really fit God in there. So you got to have God in your heart. And if a man cheats, that weakens us. We become weak. So that's my definition of cheating. When you make us weak because you choose to lust in your heart and in your eyes and cheat emotionally, you making us weak. You done made us sick. We got to do something about that. That's my definition of cheating. And yeah, that's my definition of what I feel like cheating is. And whether somebody agree or not, that's on you. But see, I done been in relationships before where I would see the man's eyes would get big and I could tell he liked it what he saw. And here I was sitting there, I was like, I ain't good enough for you. I wait till we get home or in the car and I start pouting and I be like, what, that ain't good enough for you? But you sitting there, you smiling at her, you treating her different, but you don't treat me like that at home. And I'm the one being here with you 24/7. You don't smile at me like that. See, he already done weakened our relationship by lusting in his heart, in his eyes, and emotionally investing himself looking at that woman. But he ain't got no emotions for me like that. So we weak. We ain't got nothing. He's done messed up the whole relationship. And it's going to be hard to really come back from that. Because once women feel like you are cheating on them emotionally, we turn into a whole different character. Some of us turn into FBI agents. Some of us going to hire some informants to go in and infiltrate and find out what's going on. Do he really like this woman? Do he really like that? Is he even into women anymore? We gonna do our work. We gonna do our work. You best believe that. We feel like something off. We gonna do our work. And then once we have taken it for so long, for some it ain't long, for some it could be years. When we done with you emotionally, we done. There's no need to even try to come back and make a comeback. Some women you can make a comeback. And some women who are really strong and they really feel like the relationship can't be rekindled. The fire's gone. That's it. You made your choice. Now, live with it. Those women like that, they're not going back. They're going forward. Yep. And that's it, y'all. All right. So I enjoyed doing those questions. And hopefully I get to find some more questions, come back on here and try to lively up this podcast some. Because it's not all about, my dark days. I have I have more good days than I do bad days. Sometimes I just come on here and I talk about stuff that I'm already going to be talking about for the week in my Kiva class. And I just, just go through it a little bit with y'all. But other than that, I have some pretty good days. And I ain't got no complaints. All right, y'all. So peace, love, and happiness. Until next time, y'all be good. Y'all go find y'all some questions to answer. See if y'all can answer them quick as I did. Peace.
Hosting a watch party for the big game can be a blast. But between all the shopping, serving, and cleanup, you need your A game to get everything done and still enjoy it. Introducing the Bartesian, the sleek countertop device that freshly mixes cocktails at the touch of a button. Think of it as your all-around MVP that can QB the bar and make every cocktail a winner. With Bartesian, there's no stocking the bar ahead of time or missing a big play to mix drinks. And with over 50 different cocktails to choose from, all made with real juices, extracts, and bitters, your guests get their favorite cocktail at their preferred strength. Regardless of who wins, you'll still have the Bartesian on your home roster, making you the biggest winner of all. Bartesian. Order yours today and receive free shipping. Visit Bartesian.com/cocktail to shop now. That's BARTESIAN.com/cocktail.
Support for this podcast and the following message come from Corient. Corient provides wealth management services centered around you. They focus on exceeding your expectations and simplifying your life. Corient has been helping high achievers just like you enjoy their lives more fully, preserve their wealth, and provide for the people, causes, and communities they care about. As one of the largest integrated fee-only registered investment advisors in the U.S., Corient has deeply experienced teams in 23 strategic locations. Corient has extensive knowledge spanning the full spectrum of planning, investing, lending, and money management disciplines. Leverage Corient's exclusive network of experts to craft custom solutions designed to help you reach your financial goals, no matter how complex they may be. Real wealth requires real solutions. For more information, connect with a wealth advisor today at Corient.com. That's Corient.com. Corient.com.